In just 2 days, we'll reveal a short teaser of our upcoming 3.15 expansion, which will also confirm the dates of its announcement in livestream and launch. That means that the Ultimatum League is near its end, and you may be wondering what the future looks like for this content. The short answer is that we won't be making Ultimatum a core mechanic as part of our upcoming 3.15 expansion. However, we do like its content and may bring it back at a later date. In order to do this, it would first need a few improvements. We would want to improve the combat in Ultimatum Encounter so that the experience is less overwhelming and more tactical. Yeah, good luck with that in the current state of the game. While we do like things to be challenging, okay, we currently feel that there are... Okay, we currently feel that there are too many monsters spawning within the tight space of the circle and too many things going on at once. Does this mean that they want to introduce stronger monsters but fewer, so we have more things randomly one-shotting us, but only instead of not being able to determine which one-shot us, we're now going to be able to tell which one actually one-shot us? That's their response to making it more tactical. And no mention on making the Trial Master more commonly spawn, right? We would also want to rebalance the rewards. The intent of Ultimatum's reward system was to make the Trial Masters offers the main rewards for the challenge. This currently isn't the case, with far too many items spawning at the end of the trial. For Ultimatum to return, we would want to shift the balance back so the Trial Master offers are the main reward for doing the encounter, while also compensating for the item fountain being turned off. So while we may see Trial Master again in the future, if you really enjoy being heckled by an undead entity of chaos, it's best to get your kicks in now while you still can. Okay, where to begin? First off, 2 leagues in a row where we kill things in a circle, where the Trial Master basically, well, the Ultimatum League has basically been a Ritual 2.0, and in my opinion, an improvement from the Ritual League. I know some people like the Ritual League. I'm more of a fan of Ultimatum over Ritual. I was actually hoping that they would scrap Ritual and make in Ultimatum the core mechanic instead of Ritual, but you know, that's not what they did, evidently. I think that they should be, they should at least have mentioned the rarity of the Trial Master. But then again, if they do reintroduce it, I'm sure they're going to do that, scale the spawn rate based off the approach of him being more common depending on how he's going to be spawning, similar to how the harder or these rare encounters are more common when we've reintroduced game mechanics to the core game that has a % chance of showing up rather than every map, right? I don't know. I think that the way they're talking about the idea of saying that they want to improve the combat of Ultimatum encounters so that the experience is less overwhelming and more tactical, I don't know. It's an RPG game. It's all about just surging and killing monsters consistently, and making it more tactical would be amazing, but it feels like if they're just going to cut down the monster spawn to reduce the quantity, they're just going to have to increase the difficulty of them. And there are 2 ways of doing that. One way is to increase the damage they're doing, which means we're going to get randomly one-shot from random things. The only difference is that we're actually going to be able to tell which one actually one-shot us this time. Or they're just going to ramp up the HP of these enemies, and both of those solutions are kind of It's a hard thing to tackle and a hard thing to fix to achieve their goal. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't have any hopes in them making a change that would fit the criteria in a way that doesn't just increase the damage or any HP of the enemies. Because the problem with increasing the HP is that, well, the high budget builds and the players that play this game a lot, they're going to surg those in half a second anyways, making this more tactical approach do nothing to the higher end sweaty players like myself and many others that plays the game as much, if not more, than me. So yeah, not a big fan of that approach at all, and not a fan that they're not introducing this to the core mechanic. And I'm one of the players that never bothered or had any interest in playing with a Hate Forge, so my desire or my interest in keeping Ultimatum as a core mechanic has very little to do with the drops that comes from the actual boss himself, but rather so the approach of the mechanic itself felt very good, and in my case more tuned and better quality than Ritual. So that's my current opinions. I hope we see this going into core in a later stage, a later expansion. I really do, because I think that they are making a mistake in not making this core over Ritual. That is my take. I would love to hear you guys' opinions in the comments below, so let me know what you guys think about this. And I would love to hear some, I want to read some comparisons between Ultimatum and Ritual, because right now they have chosen Ritual to be a core mechanic and discarded Ultimatum as a core mechanic. So, and since they're so similar to one another, and Ultimatum has been coined on Reddit as the Ritual 2.0, I would love to hear you guys' opinion and your comparisons between the two leagues as to why you think one is better than the other. So let me know in the comments below. I'll read them all, and make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more content. Till next time, stay safe and keep rocking.